I'm Derek Kosher, I'm 73, I'll be 74 at the end of the year. I've always been active, ever since I can ever remember, and I think it probably stems originally from an uncle of mine who was the British welterweight amateur boxing champion, long time ago. But I've always done some sort of sport. Keen squash player. I wasn't bad at running, actually, when I was younger, and it makes me feel better. And even now, I drag myself down, I always feel better afterwards. So I've always exercised, it's very important to me. And we always go on walking holidays, or nearly always, hike, sweat, blood, rucksack, boots, all that sort of stuff. And it's that eventually was in jeopardy with my hip. Well, I found out about Recovery Plus from the manager here. When he found out that I was having a hip operation, he said, did I know about Recovery Plus? And I hadn't. Was I apprehensive before the operation? No, I wasn't. Not absolutely in the slightest in any shape or form. Those sort of things don't really worry me. And when I discovered that the surgeon was Dean Michael and his reputation in this area, very nice chap, very skilled. I was actually in hospital at the Nuffield at Woking for 3 days. I approached the physiotherapy program after the operation. I don't challenge, I suppose, but you have to do it. Then I got allocated Big Jack, and he plans out a program for me, which I follow religiously because he knows what he's doing.
I'm Jack Flaherty, working at Nuffield in West Byfleet, Recovery Plus specialist and personal trainer. When I first met Derek and he had his sore hip, he was very limited on the range of motion. He couldn't bring his knee very high up to parallel to his hip, and he was in a lot of pain. I've been working with Derek for 3 months, all the way through his recovery. At the start, he could barely even walk, he was in a lot of pain. To see how far he's come now, I mean, the movement and the flexibility and the lack of pain and the strength is just incredible. At the start, he could barely even move. In the last session, he was leg pressing 145 kilos.
I suppose as I'm getting older now, flexibility is really important. The yoga class I haven't been able to do now I haven't felt I've been able to do for a year. And it was all right. I was really quite surprised because there's a lot of bending, a lot of flexibility stuff that you have to do. Once or twice I was in an extreme move. Yeah, I felt it, but really wasn't a problem. Well, my operation was 6 months ago, and now I feel as if it never really ever happened. I can't tell the difference. People that don't have the backup of the Recovery Plus program and are sent straight from the hospital back home and have to do the whole thing unsupported, that's tough. That is really, really hard. And I would suspect that an awful lot of people don't do enough of the physio afterwards and will suffer for the rest of their life by not doing it. Coming here, it's completely different. And it's fun, and that's what life ought to be. It ought to be fun. I don't want to hear the bad side of life. I want to be around positive, fun type people. I don't want to be around the other sort at all.